A cool show starts its second season on VH1 called Hindsight. Laura and Craig, two of the stars, join us right now. And Craig, what's it like playing a bad boy artist?
I don't even know if he's really that bad. I think he just likes to move to the beat of his own drum. You know, he doesn't like to kind of go wear a tie and get up at 7:30 every morning, I think. And he just wants to really follow his dreams. But I think he's got a sweet heart. I think he's got a bit of a temper, which I would like to see come out a little bit more. So that might make him a bit of a bad boy, I guess, you know.
And Laura, share with us why it's so important here in season 2 that you reconnect with Lolly.
Oh my goodness. Well, my friend Lolly in the show, she's the heart and soul of me. We are very connected and lost touch with each other. And that was her big, sadness as she got older, was that she lost this relationship with her best friend, and who was basically like her sister. And so that was the number one priority when she did get to go back in time. Was the only person who was crazy enough to believe her is her best friend Lolly. And I think everybody knows a Lolly in their life as a girlfriend, and they're the best ones to have.
Well, Laura, now you've teased it up. We're going to have to tune in for season 2 to see how the reconnection goes. But Craig, I know I'm going to get a lot of emails asking where your accent is from and if you're married.
I'm not married, but the accent is Australian. But actually, Sean, I have to. I auditioned for Sean in an American accent, and they were like, "Hang on, that was cool, but can you come back in and do it in an Australian accent?" And they liked that better. So they're like, we're going to go Australian accent. But I've been living in America now for about 4 or 5 years. And I was just doing a show which I was like in an American accent every day. So I had to kind of, I have to push the Australian a little bit with Sean, you know, because it's been a while, you know.
Well, what makes VH1 the perfect fit for Hindsight?
Well, I think VH1 is a great network for our show because, first of all, the music is the biggest character in our show. And I remember VH1 being 90s music in general, but 90s, we love the 90s. And what a great idea for them to have a show based in the 90s. And for them to have a scripted series, and they've been really supportive and backing it and giving us a lot of support. So it's nice to have a network that cares.
Well, Craig, I know you said your accent was from Australia, so I'm curious, what was it like growing up in Australia and then eventually telling your parents you wanted to go to Hollywood?
I had a really great drama teacher in high school, and then my final year we were doing a play, A Midsummer Night's Dream, and I remember one night we were staying back for rehearsals. It was me, I was playing Oberon, and it was just me and Titania and the drama teacher, and we would stayed after school and had this most amazing experience just with an acting exercise that I went home that night in the back of my seat, back seat of my car with my parents in the front. And I was like, Mom, Dad, I want to be an actor. And I think they're like, oh, God, we sent you to 5 years of private school and you're going to be an actor? It's like, you could have done that anywhere, you know? It's like, they wanted me to be. My mom was taking me to interviews at the Air Force and stuff like that. It's like, why do you want to join the Air Force, son? I don't. Mom's just making me come here.
Mom's mom.
I'm just here so I don't get fined, you know?
We're certainly glad you picked acting. We certainly love the various roles you've had and continue to have on Hindsight. But given both of your tremendous success on and off the screen, what advice would you give the rest of us on what you've learned during your journey?
Oh, wow.
I would say just always listen to the internal fire that's happening inside and just follow that and you'll be fine.
Yes, try and live the life you've imagined because, you know, it's better to regret something you did than something you didn't do, you know?
Go for it.
Go for it.
Manifest it.
Super great advice. Can't wait for season 2 of Hindsight. Laura and Craig, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.